You're my mother, the millionaire and the beggar for as long as he could remember. Daniel Foster had known two things. He was adopted, and somewhere out there, a woman had given him life only to vanish from it. Now 32, Daniel was one of the most successful young tech CEOs in the country. His world was one of towering glass buildings, private jets, luxury yachts, and cameras that never stopped flashing. On the surface, he had it all. But deep within, a silence echoed, a hole no amount of wealth could fill. His adoptive parents, especially his father, had always shut down his questions. She gave you up because she didn't want you, they'd said coldly. Forget the past. We gave you everything. But Daniel couldn't forget. In quiet moments, he'd stare at himself in the mirror, asking silently, who do I really look like? Whose blood runs through my veins? Then came the day everything changed. After his adoptive father passed away, Daniel inherited not just the family fortune, but also secrets. In the back of an old desk drawer, he found a sealed envelope, yellowed with age. Inside were legal papers, an adoption certificate, and a faded photograph. In the photo, a young, thin black woman with tired eyes cradling a newborn white baby him. A forced smile stretched across her face, and scrawled in shaky handwriting at the bottom were the words, Amara Foster, 1992. Birth mother of Daniel Foster. There was also a letter. Cold. Legal.it explained that Amara had given him up not out of choice, but out of desperation. A widowed mother. A husband lost in a plane crash. No money. No support. Forced to sign papers she never wanted to see. No future claims permitted. File sealed. The truth hit Daniel like a tidal wave. She hadn't abandoned him. She had saved him. For weeks, Daniel couldn't sleep. His heart burned with one thought. I have to find her. He hired the best investigators, combed through old records and social systems, but found nothing. It was as if Amara Foster had vanished into thin air. Until one crisp autumn afternoon, Daniel had just wrapped up a business meeting downtown and was driving through the older part of the city in his bright orange supercar. The streets were narrow, the buildings crumbling, but his mind was elsewhere. Lost again in the image of that photograph, her face, her eyes. Where are you, mother? Are you even alive? Then he saw her, an elderly black woman, frail and hunched beneath the weight of a large cloth sack. Her clothes were tattered, her feet bare. She moved slowly, head bowed, as if the world had forgotten she existed. But Daniel hadn't. His heart pounded. His breath caught those eyes, that face. That it was her. Without thinking, he slammed the brakes. The car screeched to a halt, horns blaring behind him. Daniel leapt out and ran toward her. The woman flinched, startled by the sight of a man in a tailored gray suit rushing toward her. They stood face to face. That Daniel's voice trembled. You my mother. The woman blinked, confused. What? What did you say? She whispered, shaking. Daniel pulled the folded photograph from his pocket and held it out. Look, it's you and me. Her hands trembled as she took it. Her eyes widened. Her lips parted, then pressed against her fingers to stifle a sob. Oh God, no, it can't be. Daniel dropped to his knees beside her. It is you. I found the documents. I know the truth. About my father. About everything they did to you. The woman sank to the ground. Her sack slid off her back as she wept. They told me I would never see you again, she whispered through sobs. After he died, I had nothing. I couldn't even feed myself, let alone you. They made me sign. Said it was the only way you'd survive. Daniel wrapped his arms around her. You didn't abandon me. You loved me. You saved me. People began to stop and stare. A wealthy young man, kneeling on a sidewalk, clutching a beggar woman like a long-lost treasure. But Daniel didn't care. Through tears, he whispered, "Come with me. Please, let me take care of you now." Amara shook her head weakly. "Look at me. I'm nothing. You don't need me." Daniel looked her in the eyes. "You're everything I've ever needed. I've had money my whole life, but I've never had my mother." With shaking legs, Amara allowed him to help her into the supercar. Her body trembled as she sank into the soft leather seat, tears still flowing silently. Daniel called his assistant immediately. "Find the best doctor. Set up the guest wing. She's home now." In the weeks that followed, Amara was given medical care, good food, a warm bed, and, most importantly, dignity. Slowly, her strength returned. Every night, Daniel would sit by her side, listening to stories of her youth, of his father, of the day she held him for the first and last time. One evening, as the fireplace glowed, Amara looked at her son, now a man of power and grace. "I thought I lost you forever," she whispered. "I never thought you'd forgive me." Daniel reached out, held her hand, and said softly, "There's nothing to forgive. You gave me life. Now let me give you the life you deserve." And so, the woman once forced to give up her child, the woman once lost and forgotten, now lives surrounded by love and respect in the care of the son she never stopped loving. If this story touched your heart, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more emotional and powerful tales. And let us know in the comments, where in the world are you watching from? We love hearing your stories too. Until next time, stay kind, stay hopeful, and never stop believing in the power of love.